when it first happened, I thought that might be the end of Tony Parker's career, and that's a very sad thing because he's a very underrated player, a 4-time champion, a finals MVP, a guy who could do everything you want a point guard to do. Sure, he played for Popovich, and that helped them and everything, but at a certain point, the coach you play for makes you a better player, just like you make them a better coach if you're really good, and Parker was, if this is it. Without him, look, with him, I thought San Antonio would advance, but you always have to give Houston a puncher's chance because of the number of threes they put up and the quality of their shooters and the quality of James Harden's play. I thought it could go 6, maybe 7 games. If Houston shot better than 50% from 3, which is possible for like 4 games, they'd win. But I didn't think they'd do it the way San Antonio guards the 3. I figured they'd do it, let's say, 2 games, and it would go 6 or 7 games. Then they got the first one on the road, and it's like, okay, I guess if I'm picking the Spurs, I'm saying 7 games. And now Tony Parker goes down. So I go from saying, no, I think San Antonio's going to advance, to say this is a toss-up now. Really is a toss-up because they don't have any other point guards who can do what Tony Parker can do. Murray, who I like also, Stephen A., is several years away, I think. And there's no one else. Patty Mills is a good player, and I know the Spurs like him a lot, and he's good. But he's going to get paid now if there's no Tony Parker going forward. But you need someone who can get to the paint. Tony Parker can do that. Who else can on that team at that position? And now even more is on Kawhi Leonard. So in this matchup, which pits, the rematch from the old days, D'Antoni and Popovich, Suns and Spurs, and you always get the feeling, I always got the feeling back then, Stephen, I don't know how much these two guys like each other, obviously respect each other, but there seems to be like a real rivalry there that Popovich has dominated so far, but D'Antoni now with a kind of it was those weren't easy. That wasn't an easy series with all the suspension.
Look,
that was they were nip and tuck.
If you always taking an L, that ain't a rivalry.
Well, I consider this a rivalry, even though you're always taking the L.
Like I told you, it isn't a rivalry. You get beat up every day. I mean, it's a problem.
I think it is.
I got fans and people all across the country telling me to take it light on you. You see your gray hairs developing in the whole bit. I almost feel sorry for you half the time. I really do.
They're just sending you subliminal light, L. That's all they're sending you, Stephen A. Subliminal messages. But listen, I know what you mean, but look, for years the Red Sox never beat the Yankees. It was still a rivalry, but okay, we can debate that another day. What defines a rivalry? The point is, these coaches go back facing each other. And now D'Antoni, in his next shot at Popovich, is saying, I didn't go far enough shooting the threes. I need to be even more radical about that. And now D'Antoni's playing the style he really wants to play against the Popovich team, and he's got Popovich a little hurt now, minus Tony Parker. This is going to be a great series. The Spurs, unlike the Rockets, get 0 easy baskets. They get the threes, but they don't get the layups. This is going to be really tough for the Spurs. I still think they can do it, but if they're going to do it, it's a 7-game series. It's a toss-up without Parker.